Well, greetings, learners. We are really excited about offering this new course through the Wilmette Institute, and we're also excited about your participation in it. I want to encourage you to jump in and read what you can of the articles we've selected and to watch as many film clips as you can, but don't feel guilty if you can't do it all. We were a little overzealous when we put the course together. That said, most of the articles are quite short, and we look forward to having a lively dialogue around them. And you may have already seen some of the films we'll be considering. Now, race and gender are such important aspects to consider, particularly at this present moment. All of us are impacted by both of these constructs, and some of us may have particular sensitivities or unawareness around various issues that relate. We hope to provide a safe environment where we might explore these things and how they've shaped our lives and our thinking. Through looking at portrayals in film and thinking about the principles of the faith and what might be different as the world is more influenced by the Baha'i revelation. Now, Tara will share something about what the course will cover.
Thanks, Anne. Welcome, everyone. The topics that we'll be discussing in the 8 weeks that we're together will include early and traditional portrayals of race and gender through the power of film, as well as contemporary portrayals of race and gender. Film clips that discuss unconscious bias, prejudice, and microaggressions when it regards to race and gender, and the effects of racism, sexism, and modern forms of slavery. So we're really excited to delve into these topics. And Christina, you'll show us the kind of like how it looks like, right?
Sounds great. Thanks so much. And welcome, learners. We're so excited to have you as part of the course. I'm just going to share my screen and take us to one of the activity pages so that we can walk through it together. You'll notice that on every activity page, there's an introduction that gives a little bit of a background as to the particular topic of that unit. There's a list of readings, mostly articles that we've been able to find online that we feel really speak to the topic to help us delve into it a little bit more. And then each unit also has a video playlist for what films we wanted to highlight that address the particular topics. So we have a list of what film clips we've chosen. And then down here, we have a link to a playlist that takes you to YouTube. So when you click on the link, then it will take you to the YouTube playlist and you'll have access to every single clip that's part of each unit. And we've also included a summary list for each film clip to just share some highlights that your instructors have on why we chose these particular clips and how we feel it will help us delve deeper into the topics of each unit. In addition to film clips, we also have video tutorials that again will help us delve more into this topic, and those will just be accessible right from the activity page. And then underneath the videos, we'll have a list of questions. Now, these are suggested questions that we drafted that relate to the particular readings and the videos. This is just to kind of help spur discussion. Don't feel the need to answer every single question. Don't feel the need to have to answer all of them. If there's just some or even just your own ideas that you have that you want to contribute to the discussion board, this is really just a way to kind of help spur discussion. But we're looking forward to any contributions that you want to make with any insights that you have of things that you're learning from the films and from the readings. And then finally, if you're like me, you probably want to know more because I love this topic. I love delving into the research of this topic. So in addition, we've offered some supplemental readings and videos for each unit. So for those that wish to delve a little bit more into this topic, we've got some more suggestions for you to take a look at. So that is our outline for each activity unit.
Thank you, Christina and Tara. So I hope no one is overwhelmed by all this. It could be a course that could last a year, of course, but we're going to try to do what we can in 8 weeks. And we're very excited to have a guest lecturer with us, a presenter, Dr. Derek Smith, who brings a wealth of experience and insight to the table here. Derek, can you share something about your background and how you will be involved with the course?
Sure. I'd first like to thank you, Anne and Tara and Christina, for inviting me to be part of this. I'm sure that this experience of studying race and gender through film is going to be one that is going to be enlightening and is going to be powerful for our efforts to involve ourselves in the community building process and for thinking about these really critical issues of race and gender as they operate in American society today. My own background in this material really comes organically out of an interest I had in helping students to think about these topics in a way that was both accessible and engaging for them. So I've been teaching American history and race for about 8 years now. And as I began to really focus my course in on representations of Blackness and anti Blackness in Hollywood film, what became apparent to me is that it was impossible to really think about the dynamics of race in American cinema without thinking about gender as well. The two are inextricably tied together. And I think that we begin to understand that as we explore the history of race and gender representing in Hollywood over the last 100 years. So in this class, we're going to have the opportunity to look at clips from things going all the way back to the 19 teens into the contemporary moment. We'll see the evolution of representations of race and gender. And as we do that, we'll also learn how to, I think, deconstruct films, take them apart, and see the messaging, which can be sometimes overtly and sometimes subtly embedded into the narratives which we so eagerly consume. And I think that a course like this is so vital because it allows us to get some distance from those texts, from those narratives, which have such an impact on shaping our consciousness, not only of what history is, right, but also of what it means to be of one race or another, or what it means to be a man or a woman in American society. And so I'm really excited about the study that we're going to do together over the next few weeks. I'll be popping in from time to time whenever I can to contribute and to participate and to learn from everyone involved. And it's going to be, I'm sure, an important experience for all of us, as I said, who are interested in really doing deep and meaningful work on as we build community, right? With these kinds of consciousnesses apparent to us, the importance of race and gender as we think about how we're going to build community is something that's going to, I think, come out of our study in this course. So it's just a great honor and a pleasure to be joining with you all in this endeavor.
Well, thank you, Derek. We're so excited to have you joining us. And it's been really thrilling to put the course together with these two amazing women, Tara and Christina. And all of us are involved in teaching and in film making in some way or another. So this is going to be great. And we'll be setting up some Zoom times and look forward to everyone's participation. Anything else?
Just looking forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Yes. Thank you so much and enjoy the course.
Thank you.
Can't wait to be a part of it. Thank you.
Great.